Hey everyone, my name is Taps, and there is about to be a ton of new users on the Veve app and new investors to Ecomi and OMI with all of the massive catalysts that are upcoming. So I wanted to do a video that explains exactly what Veve is, what the Ecomi OMI token is, how incredible this company and community are, and why I believe this is the most incredible investment right now. So if you're wondering what is Ecomi, what is Veve, and why am I seeing all these crazy people all over my Twitter, all over my YouTube constantly talking about it, then this video is for you. Or if you're a current Ecomi and Veve investor, then this is a video to share with family and friends who you've wanted to give a strong explanation of what Ecomi and Veve are and why this is an amazing investment that they should check out. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the community and feel free to subscribe. I'm a crypto, stock, and real estate investor, but never a financial advisor. I've been invested in Ecomi and Veve collectibles since February and was actually one of the early creators of content that covered Ecomi and Veve back in March. It's been only 5 months and the company, the app, the community has skyrocketed in growth at an unbelievable rate. To understand it all, there are two sides to the company. The Veve app, which you can download, which has tons of 3D digital collectible NFTs that you can place in real life through augmented reality. And then there is the Ecomi OMI Crypto, in which you can invest in via Bitforex, Gate.io, or Ascendex exchanges. However, there are two sides to that coin. You can choose to invest in one or both. I prefer both because I've been a collector for a long period of time and have been investing for a long period of time, so I'm playing both sides. I'll break down both Veve and the Ecomi OMI Crypto, but let's start with the bread and butter, what circulates it all, and that is the Veve app. NFTs have been all over the news and all over the world over the past couple months, right? It's a way to digitally disrupt the art space and the music space and the collectible space and the gaming space, and more is going to be affected, and tons of celebrities and athletes and CEOs and investors and people like you and me are making a killing in this emerging industry. However, not everyone owns crypto yet. Not everyone understands how to create a MetaMask and send, receive NFTs, and Veve solves that issue because people do understand apps on smartphones. Buying a collectible NFT on Veve is as easy as setting up an Amazon account or really signing up on an app for anything. Anyone can use it. It's more than just collectibles too. There are incredible collectible statues from famous artists that you can collect and show off in your showrooms, but there is also art. There are interactive digital toys, there's digital comic books coming, there's mini games coming, and an entire metaverse called the VeveVerse that is coming, and who knows what else is even out there. You can choose to keep all of your collectibles in the app, or you'll soon be able to mint your collectibles and sell them as an NFT in an OpenSea marketplace. It's highly addicting, fun, interactive. There are weekly drops of new collectibles, tons of brands, and there is an active busy marketplace where people constantly are buying and selling collectibles by the minute. What separates Veve from any other digital collectible player, because there are some out there besides them, and that is IP licensing and brands. They have over 100 licensors on deck who are ready to put their content out there, and they just haven't put all the content out, but they have already released many big names. They have tons of Batman Black and White Series 1, but there are hundreds of these collectibles in series, but they've only dropped 4 of these series so far. There are DC Bombshells, Harley Quinn, Back to the Future, Superman, Jurassic Park, DC, Star Trek, Ghostbusters, Tokidoki, Powerpuff Girls, Adventure Time, and they even announced a partnership recently. Not a, we're going to be releasing these collectibles, but a partnership with Marvel. Marvel chose Ecomi and Veve to work with them as a purveyor of their NFTs. And San Diego Comic-Con, which is upcoming, decided to choose them as the premier NFT Metaverse partner. How it works is you can grab a collectible and you can display it in your virtual showroom, or you can project it into augmented reality via your smartphone device. You can, again, buy in the secondary market, or you can catch drops, which are happening weekly, and there will be eventually multiple drops happening weekly as well. Again, there is an entire VeveVerse metaverse that is being built out right now that we should be seeing at some point, probably near the end of the year. They constantly update what kind of drops we're seeing. We actually just saw a drop that's going to be coming out at Comic-Con that is based off a tabletop game. So they're branching out to multiple fan bases. But just to give an understanding about how you can make money with these, I bought a Batman for $89 back in February. And today, it is worth anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000. Again, $89 to $4,000 to $5,000. A Superman that I bought for, honestly, I don't remember how much I paid for it, probably around $80 to $100, whatever it was at drop time, today is worth $600. And that was about 2 months ago when it dropped. There are multiple drops that you can make money, and you can flip collectibles to make money. You can hold as a collector for the long term of what they're going to be. It's up to you, but people are making thousands to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars in this app just on the collectibles alone, separate from the crypto entirely. And that's what's so powerful about the strategy that Ecomi and Veve are doing, is you don't have to care about crypto to use the app because it's open to all. So you can make money using the app and buying collectibles without caring about how to set up crypto at all. Now, how successful is this app and how big is the fandom? Well, the app was around 5,000 to 10,000 users back in February, and now is well over 300 to 400,000, and on track to hit well over 1 million users by the end of the year. To put this in perspective, they had planned to be somewhere around 30 to 40,000 users by the end of the year, and they're currently 10x of that. It is taking off, and we haven't even seen full utility yet. Ecomi and Veve have cornered the market. They had first mover advantage, and the results show. There was an article that came out back in March that said Kiwi NFT company somewhere around 7 million in sales, and that was basically 3 months ago. And this article is actually a month old, and it says Kiwi NFT company announces deal with Marvel as sales pass 40 million in 6 months. So in 3 months from when the first article came out in March, they 5x'd their sales. That is crazy. But how did they do it? They have an incredibly tenured and well-connected leadership team. They have a strategic vision that they apply very strategic rollouts to. They have an incredibly passionate community. They have the IP, they have the licensors and licensing and brands, they have gamification and crypto. But let's touch first on the Ecomi leadership and what their background is. Because it's important, if you're going to make an investment, you want to know that it's led by the right people. The first is the CEO, David Yu. Now, David has been on an entrepreneurial journey since he was 14 years old. He is a huge nerd and collector for decades, and he even started his first collectible store, Games R Us, at 17 years old. In 2004 and 2008, David was a finalist in the Ernst & Young New Zealand Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and he was awarded 2016 Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award from Australia New Zealand Chamber of Commerce Taipei. He was even recognized by Deloitte in 2014, 12th place in New Zealand's 50 fastest growing companies. He has well over 20 years working with IP and licensing and branding. He is a mogul in the industry. And in that time, he's rubbed shoulders, knows on a Rolodex people from monstrous brands and companies such as DC, Dungeons & Dragons, Family Guy, Firefly, Game of Thrones, Marvel, Pokemon, Hobbit, Zelda, Bandai, The Simpsons, Warhammer, Star Wars, Nintendo, Mario Bros. And a few of these have already been announced with Ecomi and Veve. He's had tons of success with multiple companies, and that's just the CEO. Dan is the CEO and co-founder. And Dan has been a serial entrepreneur as well. He actually introduced blockchain around the same time where David understood what blockchain was, and they founded Ecomi together. In 2017, that's when the spark really kicked off, and they are both avid collectors, and they started Ecomi and Veve. But what about the head of global licensing? Al Khan is the kingpin of the licensing world. He is the man responsible for bringing Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh to the US. I worked with Nintendo for over a year and a half and got the rights to actually bring it to the US and blew up Pocket Monsters to Pokemon. He brought Yu-Gi-Oh and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Cabbage Patch Kids and Polly Pockets. He has so many connections, it is absolutely insane. And in 2018, he signed on as the head of global licensing at Ecomi and Veve, and to this day is still in the same role. There was actually an AMA recently where he came on and said that Ecomi and Veve is basically the future. They're the Walmart of the NFT world. And then they also have people who have helped consult with their company like Jeremy Padower. And Jeremy Padower is the toy king. He is the Global Master Licensed Toy Partner of Pokemon, Fortnite, Halo, Roblox, Peppa Pig, Cabbage Patch Kids, Micro Machines, Teddy Ruxpin, and he has partnerships with Crayola, Nickelodeon, Disney, Microsoft, Google, Hasbro, and more. When it comes to licensing, these guys know everybody. They've worked with everybody. They have partnerships. They could probably be at Thanksgiving with the guys from Nintendo. And we have only seen a sliver of the licensors that have been announced on the Veve app so far, even though we know there are hundreds in the backlog. So I've talked about the leadership, but you're probably wondering about the collectibles, right? Like, how do they look? They are premium content. So anyone can create a collectible or an NFT, but they look amazing in person. People are showing them in their showrooms. People are showing them in augmented reality, in real life scenarios, via your phone, and they look absolutely amazing. And there are so many collectibles that you can collect. They continue to make major news. They've been in Forbes and Yahoo Finance and tons of outlets as they keep dropping more and more groundbreaking moves on weekly to monthly bases, which is crazy for any crypto project, let alone an NFT project. On top of that, the community is strong on Twitter and Discord and Reddit and Instagram and Facebook and Telegram. Pick your poison because there are communities in each. But how big is the fandom? After just a few months, they are even making custom showrooms that all have different vibes and different layouts, and even using other collectibles for shelving because we haven't received the ability yet to buy shelving accessories. It's absolutely incredible what people are taking the time to make these museum-esque incredible looks. People are creating legit art galleries and museums in this digital world that really show off an eye for detail in presenting their collectibles in a massive way. It is really incredible to see how much time people put into this, and it shows the love and care that people have for their collectibles and their showrooms in general. There are even members who are creating legit music that is absolutely incredible.
Smoking Labbit, NFT Maverick. Started as a vinyl, but we took it holographic. David hit up Kozik, said we bout to drop a classic. This no ordinary rabbit, baby, this a Smoking Labbit.
People are even creating interactive parodies and skits and having fun with their collectibles, as you can see with this Slimer and Ghost Trap, where he's catching it with his vacuum, and even skits where they're actually placing their collectibles in real life and acting out. Nifty Nico, where he has Batman as his roommate. They're hilarious. And the draw to digital collectibles and everything Veve actually has inspired many to collect the actual physical collectibles of these artists. So it's actually enabled more people to become collectors and support these artists even further in the physical forms. There have been art contests that have inspired members to create legit art. I mean, the quality of several of these is absolutely astounding. So much so that people are even creating legit NFTs around Ecomi creators. People are buying them and supporting them. So Ecomi and Veve are bringing out the creativity of their fans like no other project I've ever seen. That's all Veve. I mean, there has been that much fandom, that much community of hundreds of thousands of people built in the past 6 months. Wait till we're in the millions, which is inevitable. Veve is at Comic-Con this year and dropping more and more big brands and continuously making genius moves in an emerging space. The VeveVerse at the end of this year is going to be the giant cherry on a ginormous cake. Now that's Veve, which drives it all, and that's what creates that fandom and that excitement. However, you can also make money as an investor with the OMI token, the crypto. Now, there is an entire tokenomics model around the OMI token, and the Veve app is the driving force around the value of the token. Now, if you want to go in depth on the tokenomics and understand the multiple different wallets, the burn percentages and all that, there are a few Medium articles I'll leave in the details of the video down below that explains all this, or you can actually watch a video as well from Orion Crypto Trader. He does a video that explains excellent, in-depth explanation of how the tokenomics works and how the different wallets work and how the burns work, but I'm going to give the Cliff Notes version. The tokenomics are actually why I ultimately decided to invest initially in Ecomi and OMI, and it goes like this in layman's. Basically, a Veve user wants to buy a collectible. They need to buy gems with fiat or normal currency via a credit card in the app where a gem is equal to $1. They then buy a collectible, let's say for $40. A percentage of that burns the OMI token. A portion of that OMI is also burned in the marketplace transaction. So there can be tons of users collecting who have no clue that there is a crypto that is being burned with their purchase within the Veve app. The owners knew this, and that's why they created such a big supply of the OMI token. But as the supply dwindles, which billions have been burned already, they will incorporate multiple buybacks as well. But wait till there are multiple drops a week, millions of users, showroom accessories that you can add to have an infinite inventory, accessories for your collectibles, and eventually the ability to buy land in the VeveVerse. Soon, OMI to NFT will also be incorporated, so you'll have the option to buy collectibles in the Veve app, not just with fiat via credit card, but also with OMI. It's going to be absolute madness on how much OMI is going to be burned over the next 6 months leading up to the end of the year. So the scarcity of the collectibles are not the only play here. Scarcity of the coins will be a reality as well, but the buybacks will play a role as the company scales. On top of that, the option to stake your OMI should be coming later this year as well. So for us long-term hodlers, we'll be able to make more money just by holding. In such a short time, Ecomi has become a top 10 NFT project. Went from not even heard of at all in the beginning of 2021 to a top 100 crypto and one of the highest performing of 2021 overall. And we're still very early and far from what is the complete vision of what is going to be an incredible project. This year, it's up 8,000%, even though it's still down 70% from its all-time high run back in March, which has plateaued when the Uniswap exchange was announced back then. Their move to the Immutable X blockchain is in a few weeks, and we can expect multiple exchanges to follow. Just a reminder, the next few weeks are really when the catalysts hit hard and things really start to move, and I for one am happy to keep building my position at these current prices that are low and burning more OMI while I can, and collect as many collectibles as I can before the user base triples or more. So that's the condensed version, believe it or not, of Veve and Ecomi. This could have easily been a 2-hour video, but I wanted to keep it to the point and make sure you understand just how incredible this company is. Not just from a crypto point of view, but in general as a whole. I've worked with countless startups over the years and directly consulted with and worked with C-levels of multiple startups on their growth strategies and roadmaps, and I can't think of any who've had so much progress so fast and have communicated so much with their investors besides Ecomi and Veve. And for those who are new, it doesn't matter if you have 100,000 OMI or 100 million OMI. It doesn't matter if you have 2 collectibles or 200 collectibles. All that matters is that you're along for the ride and take part in this amazing empire that is being built. And if you'd like, join the amazing community we call the EcomiFam. If you have any more questions about Ecomi or Veve, reach out to me on Twitter. My name is TapsTrades. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you're part of the EcomiFam, then share this. Let the world know why we're so passionate about this company and what they're doing. Wouldn't you have wanted to know about Engine or Decentraland or Amazon or Netflix or Funko Pop? Insert successful, innovative company here years ago? Of course. So it's important to let those we care about know about why we're investing so heavily in this amazing company. As always, I hope you found my content valuable, and if you're new, I hope you understand at least a little bit more about Ecomi and Veve to make a decision on it. Please leave a comment down below about your thoughts. Did I leave anything out? Is Ecomi your homie? Anything helps appease the algo overlords, and it helps my channel continue to grow. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell for future content. That's it for today. I'm Taps. Thank you for your time, man. Happy trading.